So I've been in the Welsh countryside now for like 5 days, 6 days, and alone in a little cabin with this all around me, basically kind of in the middle of nowhere, and it's beautiful. It's just like beautiful nature all around, and yeah, it's a beautiful teacher. Nature, or this natural world, is a beautiful teacher because if we allow it, it pours forth with a reflection of us, a reflection of what our true nature is about, really, what our true nature is. You know, we are this in a very fundamental way. This is the world in which we have manifest from, which we've grown from. So when I'm in nature like this, I try to just let go and feel into the lessons that are all around me. So one of the lessons that I thought I could share with you is the lesson of the river. So you can see the river here, which has been a place of solace for me over the last few days. Just watching it. Not looking to find anything, just looking to see. Letting the river communicate to me. And it might sound a little bit hippie, I guess, the river communicating to me, but what it's showing, as you can see yourself, what it's showing is the dynamic nature of this moment. So I say the word river, and it sounds like there's a thing, doesn't it? It sounds like there's this thing here called a river. But all I have to do is sit for a few moments watching in the presence of it. And that's clearly not the case. I mean, where is the river? What is the river? Other than a form or a name. You could say, well, okay, the river's that bit. It's that bit there. Okay, well, that bit is a different piece of water now, and now, and now, and now. It's just like continually flowing water and elements rushing through it. So you can say, well, the river is this shape, you know, the shape that's carved out of the landscape. But you can probably see there's a valley either side of me. So this river has changed shape, and not only has it changed shape, it has changed the shape of this valley over tens, if not hundreds of thousands of years. It's just carved its way through the valley. So you can say, well, okay, well, the river's not necessarily this shape. It's not necessarily this specific part. Maybe it's the currents and the waves. But at what part are the currents separate from the waves? Or what aspects of the waves is different from the body of water? In fact, where is the body of water specifically? Well, it's gone, isn't it? You can see it. It's just gone. And it points to the delusion of mind, the delusion of humans, our habit to project form and name onto things that are not bound by that. This natural world, it doesn't really care for name and form. It doesn't play on those rules, yet we try to project our rules onto it, which is that there's something that's fixed that I can identify and I can rely upon, and there it is, I can point to it. But really, as we can see with the flowing river, and that's just one example, it's all around you, but the river is such a beautiful example. You can see that at no point is it fixed. There is no fixedness here at all. In fact, it is completely empty of fixation. It's empty of any substantiality. You can reach all you like to try and find. In fact, if I was to grab a piece of the river in a cup and bring it to you and held it out, I mean, is that the river? At what point does it stop being the river and become water in a cup? And you can see that these designations, they're just, well, they're conventions really. And these conventions are convenient for us to navigate the world. But what these conventions are not is true in a deep sense. They don't point to a real truth. They're just conventions of the mind to help us to navigate it from a point of view. the view of the self. So when we spend time in nature, when we spend time looking at the natural world, being with the natural world, recognizing that the natural world around us is really what we are. You know, we're not separate from it. We start to unbind from these habits of mind to try and create fixedness or solidity in a world, in a universe where there is none. And by seeing that, once that starts to embed itself into our being, well, we can let go. There's just a letting go. We can see what our nature is. It's this moment unfolding, not fixed anywhere, and yet apparently such. I mean, there's no denying there's apparently a river here, isn't there? Like I'm right next to it, I can feel it. And yet I cannot really find it. I can't find any aspect of it that is reliable. So yeah, spending time in nature can help us to unbind those fixations and allow us to awaken to our true nature.